Hello everybody and welcome back to another channel update video. I'm not actually sure when the last one was, I don't think it was that long ago, but I'm doing this mainly because the other day I was writing down some of my ideas for videos and future series and things like that, and the list was getting quite long, so I figured it's probably best to tell you about it in video form. Alright, let's get straight onto this. Let's keep it short and sweet. He lied. Anyway, the first point is the main Let's Play, which was Time Splitters on the PS2, as I'm sure you will know, which finished a couple weeks ago. And I've made no secret about what the next one's going to be. It's Back to the Future, the point and click by Telltale. The reason why it hasn't come out yet, and there's been a bit of delay and a bit of a gap, is, well, there's two reasons. The first one is there's just been a lot of other videos and recordings going on, stuff with the JFS, which I'll get onto later. Job applications and all that boring stuff that I've had going on in real life. But also, the second reason is I said that I really want to watch the films before I start the Let's Play, the trilogy. You know, it's a favourite of mine, that's why I'm going to play the game. And I just feel like if I watch the films, I'll be in like a much better mindset to play the games, and it'll make it a lot more enjoyable to play and hopefully to watch as well. So I need to get around to watching the films, or at least just the first one at least. So that's why there's a little bit of a delay, but don't worry. Back to the Future Let's Play is definitely going to come at some point. Okay, on to the next one, which is about the Q&A series. So, in the last episode, I mentioned that the next episode is going to be the last one. And you know what? It's about dang time, because I looked at the videos on YouTube, and the first episode that I released of this second series, so to speak, was back in January. So I've pretty much been doing this Q&A stuff for a year, which is crazy. It doesn't feel like that long at all, which means it's well overdue to end for a little while, I think. So yeah, episode 25, is it? Or 26? That's going to be the last one. So if you have any questions before I stop it for a while, it's not going to go away completely, but it's going to definitely have a break for a good half a year to a year, I think. If you have any questions, go to any of the episodes, look in the description, look for the Google link. It's all there. It would be quite nice if the last episode of this one was maybe a longer one, so I might do it for it depends on the number of questions I have, but it seems like I've got quite a few already, so it might warrant a 45-minute, hour-long episode. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's been nice doing those, and I think it will be nice to end this series, and I might change the format for Series 3, if you want to call it that. We'll see. Anyway, other series. Captive Minecraft. That was put on the back burner for a while, especially with UHC, which kind of clogged up the channel for a while. Captive Minecraft is definitely still a thing. It's a thing that I want to do when I'm sort of not in the mood to do anything else. Like, oh yeah, we'll boot up Minecraft and have another go at that. So don't expect that to be in any way regular. It's going to be when I feel like playing. And, it's not a terribly important series. It's sort of like that's a nice little thing on the side, I suppose. Nice little challenge to do. So, yeah, Captive Minecraft, I'm not going to forget about it, but it's definitely not going to take precedence over other things. Speaking of which, let's get on to some other stuff, some super interesting stuff. So, I've mentioned in live streams and maybe some videos, or maybe not actually, but Planet Coaster is a game that I've been watching and loving the look of. Planet Coaster is a theme park simulator sandbox game thing. You make your own theme park, and it looks incredible, right up my alley sort of game. Bit like, I thought that City Skylines would be my sort of game, but it didn't quite grab me in the way I thought it would. I do like management simulation games, but I'm just not very good at them. So I always liked Theme Park World and Thrillville and stuff like that. So this theme park simulation seems much more in key with what I want to play. And Weathermaster from the JFS very, very kindly, generously gifted it to me on Steam, which means I have a copy. And it's in fact the Thrill Seeker edition, which means I am able to play in the beta, which is already open. So my plan for Planet Coaster is I'm going to kind of get to know the game and sort of test about how good it records, whether it lags too much, just get to know how to play it in the beta. And I'm going to start a new series when the game comes out properly, which I think is the 17th of November. It's late November anyway, so yeah, I'm going to kind of mess around and test with it now, and then in the future, have a proper series where we make our own theme park and have some fun with that, because yeah, I'm really excited about that. Again, thanks to Weather for gifting that, because that was very kind. Okay, on to other stuff. There's still a lot of stuff in this list. Holy moly. JFS on the Minecraft server, specifically, well, I don't know, there's not terribly much to say about that. I have, got lots of stuff to do on there. In the last episode I said about all these ideas I have. I don't know what order to do them in. I need your help. So I did get some feedback over that, so thank you. It's just kind of doing them now. And I've got a couple in mind to do first. So JFS stuff will continue as usual. Of course, there is the big episode 100 coming up, which I've mentioned I do have an idea for. Only 4 more episodes away as of recording. It's going to take a while, though. I think this episode 100 is a bit ambitious. And also, it's a bit weird, so I don't even think most people will like it. But I want to do it for myself because it's such a odd idea. You'll see what I mean when I eventually do it. But yeah, that's going to take a while to edit, so don't expect it anytime soon, basically. At least not before episode 99. Okay, what else is there? Golf with your friends. So I mentioned this, I think I mentioned about this game in the previous channel update. Let me get comfortable in my chair. Yeah, I mentioned about Golf with your friends, and as of yet, there has been no video of it on my channel, even though I said there would be. Well, there was problems with recording it to begin with. OBS just did not like that game, and it just didn't capture it very smoothly. It was kind of lagging all over the place. That's sort of fixed now. I still haven't really been around to uploading any. I've recorded quite a lot of the games that we've played with people from the JFS. I've recorded tons of sessions when we played it, but I don't know. I just don't know what to do with them. Like, none of them have been a proper recording, so there's always been people joining halfway through, and it's just been a bit of a mess in terms of an actual video recording. What I think I might do is I'm going to sort of montage the recordings I already have, because some of them were pretty funny, and then at some point in the future I'm going to say to the rest of the guys, hey, do you want this to be a proper session where we're recording for YouTube? We make sure no one else comes in and sort of interrupts the recording and stuff like that. So I think that'd be better. That's what's going to happen with Golf with Friends, because it is a really fun game. It's really fun just to be like, oh, do you want to play it? Yeah, sure. Why not? So yeah, that's that. Next one is, on my list, the Bond reviews. Now, this is a very touchy subject for me. I feel terrible that I left it hanging for over a year now. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Yeah, my last review was wasn't it? It was License to Kill. So, what is the future of the Bond reviews? Well, I have started working on them again. I've got very much back into the Bond, mindset, watching the Bond films and stuff like that. I have made another one. I have mentioned before that I've actually had 2 reviews made sitting on my, in my folder for over a year. I made these 2 reviews the same time I made the other ones, and that is I have GoldenEye and Tomorrow Never Dies ready to go. But I held back on uploading them because I figured I'd rather wait till I had the rest of them made so I could start doing it every other day again. Now I'm thinking that was probably the wrong thing to do. I've also done The World Is Not Enough, and I was reminded how long it takes to make an episode, because it's not just watching it. It's watching it, making notes, doing research about the film, behind the scenes, stuff like that. And you know what? One of the hardest things is actually to think of your opinion of it, to actually write the review, because you want it to be a fair review. You don't want to kind of cloud it in too much personal bias. Too much, it's a little bit like Roger Moore. My love of Roger Moore, that was in there a little bit. But actually coming up with an opinion of the film is harder than it seems, funnily enough. So they do take a while, which overall means that I think I'm going to change my outlook on the upload schedule of the Bond reviews. I have 3 reviews as of recording this that are ready to go, pretty much, and it seems silly to hold them back for at least, it's going to take me at least a good few months to make Die Another Day, Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, and Spectre. That's going to take a while. So I could keep them, hostage for another 6 months, or I could just upload them maybe every every month until then. I don't know. I think I'm just going to start uploading them. Not every other day, a decent gap in between, just to sort of tide people over who really like the reviews until when I start making more of them. So yeah, Bond reviews are there, and I think I'm going to start uploading them again. Anyway, on to the next thing, which on my list is about live streams. So, all I want to really say about this is that I have quite a few ideas for future live streams. Well, I say few, 3 at the moment. The first one is I definitely want to revisit Simpsons Cartoon Studio, because that was a lot of fun. Such a weird game from the mid-90s. I also want to do a special live stream of games that have recently been gifted to me on Steam. When I was in Discord with some guys from the JFS, some of them kindly, but also weirdly, gifted me some very odd games on Steam. And I think there's now enough of them to warrant a proper live stream, just having a look at them, because some of them are pretty weird, it seems, and that might be a bit of a laugh. So there'll be a gifted Steam games live stream. And also, there's that game I mentioned about last time, which is a choose-your-own-adventure type game. Curse of the what was it? Assassin, I think it was called. I want to try that, because I think that could be quite a fun interactive live stream we could do, where I ask you guys for your opinion on what to do. So that'll be coming up as well, and we might even try to fit in a Christmas live stream at some point, as it is very soon going to be December. And speaking of Christmas, this is what I'm going to end my update on. And I don't want to give too much of this away, but I came up with this idea yesterday, and I think it's going to be a really fun little thing to do over December. All I'll say is this. I really want to do something like an advent calendar over the month of December. You know, a bit like quite a few channels do this, where they would do something every day during December, as if you're opening an advent calendar. And it's something I've always wanted to do, and I finally got a good idea for it. So, yeah, expect very, very short, and I mean super short, videos every day over the course of December. It has a theme. It definitely has a theme. I just need to start working on them. So, yes, that's all I'm going to say. You'll find out soon enough. Anyway, that is it for the channel update. I don't think there's anything I missed. If there is, then oh well, I'll have to make another one in the future. But yep, hey, that was actually relatively short and sweet. Nice. Okay, cool. If you have any feedback about what I've said, any advice, or just any opinions, do leave them below in the comments. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, goodbye.